Ahi ahi Māori e te whānau mānau mai hoki mai ki Pullman Park. We're back here for Premier Touch League action this afternoon. My name is Harley Wall, in commentary for today's match between the Northern Strikers and 07 Heat, and I'm joined this afternoon by our New Zealand Open Mixed head coach, Hika Pene. Kia ora hoi, how are you doing today?
Hey, kia ora Harley, thanks for having me on board for this one. Northern Strikers take on the 07 Heat from the mighty Waikato. Yeah, Bruce Pullman Park, PTL 2020. How's your day been so far, Harley?
I've really enjoyed today's game. We'll get into the touch footy action so far. The first thing we've been blessed with is some amazing weather, and I think that's helped contribute to some amazing touch footy out there as well.
Yeah, the first round was, a little bit wet, and I guess it's good for our elite players to get used to all different types of conditions. And today, kei te whiti mai te rā, ki te tonga o Tāmaki, so South Auckland's where it's at. If you are in the vicinity, come down here, and also tomorrow we've got games right throughout the day. We're about to tap off, and we have the Northern Strikers representing for Te Raki Pai Whenua, running from right to left on your screen. They're in the nice blue, like New South Wales blue. And here we go, straight back into it. Daniel Puterangi Morgan, he's standing at right link, so I dare say he'll be a part of this next play.
Yeah, absolutely, and they'll be wanting to get the same result that New South Wales did on Wednesday.
Here he goes, a little tuck in behind, and execution not quite there. 07 Heat, E4 Jones marches up the field, beautiful yards, touch one. Coming through, we've got Taha Kimura on the ball now, and then, look at that, Noah Hotham. Yeah, wow, it's coming through nice and hot here. Jordan Tuakana Hudson, sort of household names, Amo at half here. Just going to check off here, Tiwi. Yeah, watch, he'll tuck this ball in behind, all running. Amo's got a left to right, got up in the lane. Mace, that's a nice set to start the game for the Heat.
Yeah, just a hand in the passing lane there. We'll have a recount, and the 07 Heat will maintain position. Both teams this morning unfortunately going down, so they'll be looking to bounce back from those results this morning and hopefully get a win on the board. Only 2 rounds before finals, so every win really matters. What do you think is going to be key to taking out this game?
Yeah, I think possession will be a big one, so completing your sets of 6, coming through the field. But we've got on the ball, Tiwi, was that Carlos Savage? There's Tiwi.
Yeah, Carlos was at number 13.
They're just teasing that right side defence of the Strikers. They're going to reload. Ollie Foot's out there, classy young rugby player out of Hamilton Boys. Jordan's got the ball right to left, just trying to find the right hole runner. Tiwi will march over. Looks like that's a nice honesty call there from the Strikers. And there we have it. Tiwi opens up the account for the 07 Heats, leading the Strikers 1-0.
Yeah, we'll have another look at that play if we get an opportunity to. What I really like to see was the ball didn't spend too much time on the ground. We'll see it here on the plant. And then Tuakana Hudson has all the time. Steps off his left and the right, and then pushes the pass to Tiwi to find that little space between the 2 and the 1 there for the first try of our game. 07 Heat leading now 1-0. As we get back underway, we can see the Northern Strikers pushing towards their try line. Who do you think is going to be key for them in today's game?
On the ball now, Portini. Paiwai rolls. His strike rate's been pretty classy throughout the tournament, so he's definitely one to keep an eye on. Danyon, whenever Danyon's on the field, and also Mace Parsons. But the defence of the Heat is going to be not an easy defence structure to crack. There's the Tuhi coming through. Oh, yeah, good touch there, and he's obviously an attacking threat with good agility.
And just while we mention it, a big mihi to our officials for today's game. We have Justine Matangi, Louis, Ben Matthews, and on the far side, Mr. Isaac Cosson, all Auckland-based referees, but out there doing the mahi in what's going to be a very important game today for the men's draw.
And here we go, bit of a Tato connection there. We've got Noah there. Yes, nice, just changing it up. Taha, nice drop. Watch this left to right, release over the top. Beautiful pass. And he's not the first 15 halfback of Hamilton Boys for nothing. But that really nice setup for this one, for the Heat.
Absolutely.
07 Heat from the Waikato. So they bow a player in. He moves the defence, slides it over. We'll see it coming up on our Try Lights SAS Sport here. This little bow here from E4. And just moves that defender, really isolates him. And Noah left to right, using the wind also, and just cruises over there. Trey. Nice touchdown, and they've gone out now, 2 touchdowns.
What we like to see, and we saw it in this morning's game too, is actually these young guns in the middle are starting to lead the attack. Despite the fact you've got guys like Carlos Savage and Shaquille Stone on the field. And it looks like as well, before we finish our sentence, that the Strikers have managed to strike back and picked up their first try of today's game as well. What did you make of that one? Did you catch any of that action there? Hopefully we get another repeat or a trial out of it so that we can soak it all back in again.
Yeah, it did look like a player sort of reached out to touch the striker's player and just missed, and so it put pressure on that next defender that was saving, and then there ended up being quite a big gap between the middle and the link. So they're on the scoreboard now, the strikers, trailing 2-1. On the ball again, here's E4. Here's that nice little bow setup that they like to use. Shan Tormidi on the drop. Sweeper, backdoor, Tiwi. On the ball, just trying to tease. Oh, yes. Is it going to be a playthrough? Yeah, I think she called him... well, actually, I can't hear from here, but it looked like you want to probably... you know a little bit more about this than me. Harley, how did you see it?
Hey, on Mihi to our referee. I could hear her from this side of the field, and we're about 50 metres away, so I could hear her telling Daniel he was still offside, and she's awarded the try because he was short of the line. Remember, 7 metres, big distance, and maybe an adjustment that the strikers have to look at is making sure that they can get all the way to the try line so they can be more effective on the defensive end.
Boston Kaki on the ball. They'll set their platform here. It's going to come out. Looks like Mace is going to come. Mace is on the ball. Oh, caught a penalty. You get that call there, ref?
Yeah, so it's a bit of a balancing act here. Obviously, we've got our middles that are on the ball defensively, but there's still a requirement for the outside players, the wings and the legs, to also continue to move forward. So I think that's what our referee had picked up on that one.
Good call. Thanks for that, getting that insight from the adjudicator. Here we have Mace Parsons again. Going to just kick over here. Portini's going to get the ball, just trying to find a runner, nice and short. Oh, great touch there. Yes, great touch. Effion Jones.
Yeah, he's been strong today. He was a strong feature in terms of defensively for the Heat this morning as well.
Yeah, and there's his big brother E-Force and that link. Ooh, second penalty, so that's the second one. The third one, they go to the side.
And we can see, and the referee's pointing, it's actually this right side defensively, they're just dropping too early. Despite the fact that the ball's in the middle of the field, we need all the players moving forward. 2 penalties now, they won't want to concede a third.
Oh, that's a good touch, yeah. He won the space, the defender. Amo's up, working really hard. He's got to make this touch or they're going to get a penalty. Portini's going to get it back. He's trying to find a runner. Another good touch there. Great work from E4 Jones. Probably a little bit flat, that whole runner there from the strikers. A little bit of depth when we're looking to attack on the 7. Just trying to move them now.
Still a few touches left in hand. They'll be looking to try and create a good platform here that they can work off and strike from. Oh, here we go. Unorthodox play, but it looks like Tetui Tuta might be through.
Yeah, he was. So they really teased that link that was coming up to make touches for the middle. Teased him and then just lost his feet and lost connection also. So Tetui Tuta.
We've seen a couple of those tries earlier this morning where it doesn't have to be flash. Sometimes a little show and go, the little dummy is enough to get them over the line. The defence overreading or over-committing to the inside player at times.
Here's this exciting combination, Noah and Taha.
Yeah,
definitely. Bounce play coming through here. Yeah, good defence by Daniel and Toby. Once again, so lifting nice and strong the Toby. Oh, Hoya to Maxwell Blake. Oh, great work. That's a beautiful left to right. It's looking like 22 metre pass straight from the hip. So they do this well. They tease this defence and then they kick over. Oliver Foot looks like taps it into Hawkeye. Yeah, Tater Hawkeye.
Tater Hawkeye. And you could see from that wide view as well that Tater was standing sort of in that passive role. I actually thought he was going to be the one that catches the ball first, but they switched it up, went long and then shifted back inside. Some great innovation there from the Heat. They extend their lead 4 points to 2. Yeah,
it's part of the wingers attacking role, the tap-in. Something that's evolved over the last few years. Well, they're trying to... Seems to be a few more black badges out there than the ones wearing the referee's uniform, Harley.
It's a funny little concept that we've got, especially because we've got a microphone on the side of the field. You can hear all the kōrero coming out of the box, especially when they're on defence. So we're right in front of the 07 Heat box, and of course, everyone's going to have an opinion on some of the calls, but I think our referees are doing the mahi out there. Of course, what we want, players going forward on that defensive line so that we can maximise attacking opportunities.
I got a pink badge, bro. So you know, wait till you see that one. Ooh,
that's pretty flash.
Really good touch, like Carlos Savage here. Really wins the space between the attacker. Little tuck line play. Oh, good pressure there from Oliver Foot. and Tiwi also that presence up in that defensive lane. So that's a good win from the 07 Heat.
Yeah, the wingers are doing a lot of work defensively already in this game. It's good to see them injecting themselves defensively into this one.
And good to see too those nice 7-5-7 in the orange zone. You know, very consistent. So that's good to see also.
So who we got on the ball now? Looks like Tater Hawkeye pushing the ball into the left helm of Wilbur, moving to the... I think they're just going to kill the play here. Oh no, that's his 5th touch. Oh, they got a bit confused with the touch count there. Even the referee did. That's okay. We'll forgive her.
The speed of this game, Harley, you know, it's easy to lose count sometimes at the speed, but yes, it's all happening at heavy pace. Here comes young Kake, Boston, rucking through, and Portini's going to get on the back end of this. They're still trying to set this tuck play up in behind. Catch a pass there.
Oh, I think we've got a touch.
E4 Jones defensively has been really strong for the PTL.
Good positional play there from the link, but unfortunately the defence was just too good. And now they have an advancement from their penalty, and the 07 Heat just in front of their sub box on touch 1. Good position here to strike.
Yeah, credit also to Oliver Foot with E4. They had really good connection, so he didn't release too early. Here we go again. Here's this combo. Yeah, Taha's got the ball again. It's going to kick out to Tater. Yeah, good touch there. Ooh. Just dropping off, was it, on the outside?
Yeah, just again, yeah, so a bit of a theme here. As the referees, they'll be aware of that going into the half time. They'll want to quarter to about it, and hey, let's get these players up. Let's make sure that we've got this defensive line complying.
Unlucky because the player that got out and made the touch, you know, he worked really hard, but looks like we've got another touchdown there. That's, I guess, repeat sets. Quality team like the Heat, you know, you give them extra possession and they're going to hurt you.
Yeah, have a look at this replay. This is some unreal skill here from Tahakemara. After the tap, you can just see just dives nice and low. Whanau at home, this is how you do it. Bang, straight in between the players. And the referee's right on the spot to give that try. 5 points to 2 now. The 07 Heat extend their lead.
And I tell you what, quickies from the 7 metre, it's not an easy thing to do. Daniel, look at those huge meters he's biting up. They just got to find a... Oh.
And here we are again.
That's a penalty every day of the week, that touch.
Strikers now with a fresh set in front of the 7 metre line. I think it'll be interesting to see if they go for their tuck play again here.
Yeah, so just what we call a waster, or really trying to compress that line defence.
Yeah. And
we'll see the sequence here. Tanyan's out there, steering the ship. He'll get the ball back here, going to run a little 32 pick, peel. Oh, left to right over the top, Ray Hunter. Oh, and the birthday boy touches down again. Just beautiful timing, beautiful pass. And Razor, you know, he's world-class winger on display. Great finish there.
With the win that's present in this game, that's an outstanding pass, not only to throw but to catch. So full credit to the strikers for exploring that option and coming through with the goods on that one. The 07 Heat now back at halfway, getting underway for this next set. Let's see what they can bring to this end of the field.
Yeah, coming through, E4 Jones. Running that tuck again and behind. Tiwi, oh, beautiful. Just cruising through. And Tiwi's in top nick, I must say.
Absolutely. Another try there from Tiwi Davies. They extend their lead now. I think it's 6 points to 3. Hopefully we'll get another vision of it. But what was really nice to see is just how wide and deep he stood. And their tuck play just worked beautifully for the 07 Heat there.
Executions, everything on those sort of plays. We saw the strikers go down and run a 32 peel and hit the winger, and then they come straight back, engaged that linked defender, and you're either going to hit the front door or the back door, eyes up sort of touch, depending on what the defence is doing. And E4 hit the money ball. And here we go, we're back at it. 07 strikers, Boston Kaki's got nice feet, Boston. Yeah, good touch there by Ifion Jones. He's becoming a really, really tidy defender. Working with Shan Tormudi, who's very experienced, Shan. He'll get up and work hard, makes a touch about on the 10 there. Portini just trying to find play-through rule. Oh, play-through, nice again, and another good finish. Unfortunately, just got called off the defender there.
Yeah, it was good awareness and good a great pick there from Portini Paiwai. And again, pushing the ball out to that left corner for Reihana Soda-Finch to cross over for another try. Let's see what the setup looks like. Catching Shan just quickly there on the step. He went for the dive but was unlucky. He was still in an offside position and the referee was the best one to adjudicate on that one. Yes, I believe the score is 6-4 now to the 07 Heat. Yep.
That's the unofficial score.
Unofficial,
we'll get back to that.
Yeah. We'll
Last 5 minutes of the second half, and they're setting up nice width, as Harley was talking about before. And then, you know, and there's actually a little bit of wind up here. You probably can't tell from these awesome images that we're sending you, but there is a bit of wind out there, Harley, and the skill set from some of this passing's beautiful to watch.
Unreal skill set, especially with the fact that we've had very few errors in this game. Full credit to the teams for not only doing their homework, but just putting it all out there on the field for us to enjoy today.
Yeah, and they just got 10 on the ball.
Oh, wow.
Just got him behind them, and at speed, when you're backpedaling and you're not communicating, at times you can just sort of slip that one in.
A player on the rise here, I think this is George Durban Burgess. Just does a great job to take the 1-2 step and then shifts it on to Devontae for that try there.
Yeah, George Hoodie, he's been working really hard on defence too. Watched them early on in the day. Here we go. It's I'll tell you what, it's end-to-end touch football here at Pullman Park. Jordan Tuakana's going to set a ruck. Tiwi again. Oh, look at this. Mani, what a good touch. Great read. And I see Razor is up against his old friend there, Riley. They're having a good old ding-dong battle out there.
Oh yeah, they let you know when things aren't going their way on the field, I can tell you that much. And we've got a drop ball and unforced error there from the 07 Heat. The Strikers are going to try and capitalise off this one. Yeah,
two players very in tune with the game. And I guess, you know, and you're about to back me up on this, Harley, is the touchline official is always talking to that winger.
Yeah.
So that, you know, Razor and those guys, they build up a relationship with you refs and probably do more talking to the refs than any other player on the field. Here he goes, Cruises. Play through all for yourself in that situation?
Yeah, I think he was a little bit quick to pull the trigger. Our mate there, Isaac, in the middle. To 07 Heat, they might be a bit fortunate on that one.
Yeah.
Strikers still go a fresh set, so they'll try and utilise this position now.
Oh, he's doing a great job out there, the ref in the middle, controlling things. Same thing, running a straight out play, Daniel again. Oh, nice work, and Tiwi Carlos Savage, one of the top defenders in our country, hard worker, mahi man. Here we go again, and he's pushing out. He's going to double off over there. Good touch, coming a bit of a sweep play there.
Second phase here.
Phase.
Straight to the wing, but he couldn't grab it.
They have a real presence about themselves, Tiwi, Carlos, and Oliver Ford. I tell you what, sometimes players off the ball don't get the credit that they deserve, but he's actually is in really good position and has a really nice presence.
Yeah, we talked about players, you know, Riley and Reihana as wingers who, you know, converse a lot with the referee here, and Oliver Foote is a young gun that's doing a good job coming through in their position as well.
Hoya to Maxwell Blake, gets the ball, runs a little Jordan play, uses his feet. Oh, yeah, he's looking quite sharp and threatening out there.
Absolutely.
Our Mr. Maimore.
Mr. Maimore.
Good to see him out there.
Yeah, we've got some multi-talented people out there on the field, that's for certain. And the Strikers now just moving the ball towards their sub-box to get the fresh legs back on.
And are you jumping, pulling the whistle out over the PTL, Harley? What's happening there?
So you see my feet, they're up at the moment. I'm having a rest this weekend and enjoying just watching and commentating.
Nice. So we may see you in the finals week. Just wait to...
Yeah, you might see me back out there, but for now we'll enjoy this game in our corridor that we've got to go with it. But a penalty against the 07 Heat. It looks like an offside penalty, so another fresh set again for the Strikers. Testing just that link position and seeing what they can do to move the D.
Yeah, Carson having a little dig there at E4. Good work. Shantumiri, nice touch there. Coming through, there's Mace. There's this... Oh, yeah. Oh, nice touch. Yeah, really like the look of young. If you watched him earlier this year at the Youth Trans-Tasman over in Newcastle. Good to see him at this level, and he's loving it out there, eh?
Yeah, going from strength to strength. I think PTL's been a good experience, especially for our young ones. We also saw that last year heading into Youth Trans-Tasman, that it was a good experience for those ones going on to the next level.
Yeah, probably just lost their way right at the end on that strike plant. Lost real rhythm.
Yeah, and of course on the intercept, that's a 0 touch, so they'll get an extra one in hand as they move down the field.
Good point, good point. And now look at this, Tater Hawkeye, good work, head down. And I did see Coach Mr. Graham have a little chat to him in the sub box, and he's come out nice, clear mind, and definitely knows what his role is. Here we go, here's this combo. Hamilton boys combo, little fake there. Oh, good work.
A little bit slippery in the middle there. We've seen a few players just stumble, but they'll try and reset here. Looks like they're going for a 32 peel. Oh, there's space there. Can he get it? No, the touch is made.
Yeah, good work.
Te amo.
Yeah,
Te
Amo
amo, yeah.
on that sweep play there. Yeah, back to this combination. Ta's going to have a pick here. Little short ball. Oh, great work. Good defence. Mace Parsons come up and really own that space. Here we go. This is a really tight one. 30 seconds to go. Unofficial score is 6-5. 07 Heat from the Waikato leading. Ooh. I'm not sure.
Wow.
No comment.
We'll write that one off, but in the meantime, there's some good pressure being applied in the middle of the field by the 07 Heat. If they can, yep, this is 5th touch. Again, the strikers weren't listening to the touch count. They'll rue that one. They could have got a better finish to that set.
Yeah, probably, unfortunately missed a forward pass through the ruck. And good to see it finish off this way. But half-time hooter goes off now. And will they run this play? Carlos Savage, he's going to use the ball there. And there we have it. The 07 Heat leading the Northern Strikers 6-5.
Absolutely. So now we've had 11 tries in our first half. What have you made so far of the game? You seen anyone that you think is standing out, especially on the 07 Heat side?
Standouts. I don't think anyone's not standing up to the task at hand watching this game. Tell you what, man, that 20 minutes went quick.
That's it, yeah.
Super quick. I think the leadership out there, obviously, Mitta's not playing this game.
Yeah, Shaq's not playing either.
Shaq also, but the likes of Shan, Tiwi Davis,
Carlos,
and they're just doing their jobs. I think they're not overplaying their hand. They're leading with their actions. They've got a clear game plan. I'm really liking the look of Ifo's younger brother, Ifion Jones. I think defensively, just watching him connect, he's in a combination with Shan Tormedy, and Shan's a really, really good communicator. And Shan will never, he'll go out and make sure he does his job. He'll never push his work onto someone else. So I really like the look of number 16 there for the Heat. On the other side, I think, the class of Rehana out wide. Mace Parsons also in there, working hard with that combination. So I think if you're talking about where the second half will be, I just think teams that are going to complete their sets with really good leadership, right through, like disciplined leadership, I think is probably going to be the key.
Yeah, that's an underrated skill, not just the leadership aspect, but also the discipline. Sometimes we can see the emotions getting the better of players, and sometimes they take that out on the field and can unravel a bit and put the team into a bit of a step back. But as we can see, some of these highlights here, a great little step back and play, push the ball onto Tiwi Davis here, and here again, Ifo Jones just coming in with the setup, Taha Kemara teaming up there, and this beautiful long ball from Noah Hotham, the push back inside, and a great try there earlier on from Tater Hawkeye.
Sometimes the strike plant, like Taha Kemara, that just put in, sometimes that gets overlooked. And we look at the next pick, but once again they do these little 1% of things really well. And so off the ball you'll see that runner that tees the defence on the inside. Taha, nice clean plant, and gets the ball back. It's a combination of different 1%ers that come out with that final product.
One thing that Teo and I spoke about in an earlier game was just how important the basics and the fundamentals are of the game. Good play the ball, having a good solid base, and obviously good clean passes. All of those things really contribute to the outcome of the game.
It's all about doing the simple things well. Like if you can do the simple things throughout our game, talking, communicating, lifting up on defence, all your passing, do those things very, very well and work hard at a high standard, you'll go a long way to leaving the field, regardless of the scoreboard, on your own personal performance.
Absolutely. We're getting back underway on the second half now. The 07 Heat moving right to left on the screen. Actually, touching on that point, of course, you were at the Touch Blacks camp last weekend. I was surprised just to see how much effort and emphasis goes into the basics. And Rahul was taking a really good drill with all of the players on catch and pass.
Yeah,
so, you know, you want to make sure all those fundamentals are still sound with all your players all the way up to the elite level.
Yep, those simple things. Here goes Noah. Nice strike plant. Taha's got the ball. Tiwi and just going through the hands. I'll tell you what, Jackson from the strikers, man, he's been quality, eh? First saw him in Kuala Lumpur 2018 at a high standard when he went there with for the Youth World Cup. A quality young winger. Here's Noah. Just gets low. These boys can get low, and I just see Tatuhi. I mean, he's a quickie specialist himself, so he knows what's up. Here we go again, Tiwi. Here's these just making sure they get the right defender. Comes through, little rip play in behind. Didn't quite get the defender they were after. Another sweet play short side, Tiwi, E4. Oh yeah.
They found their man there.
Yep.
They got the target there. Taha Kemara receiving the ball off a really quick and nifty pass. Just shot through the gap there. We'll have another look at it. E4 Jones, just clever pass there through the gap. And the 07 Heat with another great try.
What about the different variety on attack? So the link made the touch, so they ran a sweep on him, checked it back, and then held the ball up and got him behind. Great work. But here we go, strikers back at it. They're trading 5-7. Just coming through. Here's Daniel at half. Mace Parsons. And just pulled out there. And this is that discipline, you know, when you're trying to set up an attacking play. Now they've just sort of got a little bit clunky. And running a phase play and turned it over. So, but these young players will learn, you know, they'll learn what it's like when there's a bit of pressure around and what discipline is in terms of sticking to the plan.
Yeah, we've got a lot of contact going on in that ruck area, but the referee, I think, has done the right thing and just gone with the play on. If you keep the ball rolling, I think eventually the ball will take care of itself. And now we find ourselves on the 7-meter line with the 07 Heat. I think that's E4 Jones, ball in hand at the moment, teaming up with Shan.
Shan's dropped. They're going to run a little fake sweep. He's going to go short side, just trying to find a player open. And Toby, he's got speed to burn.
I think he ran out of space there, Effion. He's claiming that he got pushed away, but I think that the defender did the right thing in that space there. Oh, but we've got an error. It looks like a forward pass is going to get caught against the Northern Strikers. They really didn't need that one. They probably pushed it on a little bit too fast, and good pressure, though, applied by the 07 Heat.
Yeah, same thing again, back to discipline, eh? When it's time to ruck, you got to ruck.
Oh, and a bit of a messy one there, too.
Won that touch there, Daniel. Got quite physical on that first ruck and ended up winning that one.
It's going back and forth here. And we've just got to keep an eye on this ruck because we don't want it to get too messy, but it looks like an area of the game that we can see now that the referees are just going to start to target just to make sure that we get back to focusing on the skill and not too much on the touch, so to speak.
So here we go, just trying to set this combination up. We've got Carson, Happy, setting the ruck there, Portini.
Oh, here's the ball.
Left to right over the top, and did we get a touchdown there? Looks like we can't quite see out of our little gazebo.
Yeah, out of our little tent here, but hey, anyway, it looks like Rehana was the recipient on the end of that. Another beautiful pass from Portene Paiwai.
Yeah, excellent. That young boy all the way from friendly fielding, playing for the Strikers. Here we go. And we're back at it, and man, my maths wasn't that great, but 13 touchdowns so far. Unreal.
Yeah, we had the same sort of outcome in round one as well. I think there were over 20 touchdowns, so know that coming into this game, there's going to be a lot of attacking firepower out on the field, as we see a penalty given by the referee just for in the ruck. Again, like the last penalty, an area that they want to try and tidy up.
Yeah, just going through the hands. Here comes Hoyata. And this is good from Hoyata, just taking his time.
Oh, that's a tricky play, but it's come off and worked wonders for them again. It looks like Noah Hotham has come over the try line to push the 07 Heat's lead. Let's look at the ball movement here. Just quick hands.
Real composed. Like he could have thrown that pass to the winger when they come up, but he reset. And if there's one thing I will say, Hoyata is quite a composed young player.
Yeah, he's experienced. He's been around for a little while now. And that really counts, especially in a close game.
Yeah, he was part of the first New Zealand Māoris touch team to ever leave our shores and play in Australia. Went over to an Indigenous tournament there on the Gold Coast with the New Zealand 21 boys, players like Ngarohi Black, Jared Tauiwi, Hoyata, and he had a great tour also. But here goes Mace Parsons.
So one thing we've noticed in the second half of a lot of games today is that the defence is adjusting really well. So there hasn't been so many penalties on the try line so far again in this game as well. So full credit. I think that halftime chat really does help these teams.
Yeah, totally. It's time to reset and refocus, and you know your coaching staff will definitely talk around defence and what they're seeing. You know, sometimes, especially for the wingers, you know, they play Oliver Foot. He probably hasn't subbed this game. They play him and Riley, obviously Reihana, Jackson. Some people only running 2 wingers, so you don't get an opportunity for the wingers to send information back to the coaches, and likewise for the coaches to the outside. So yeah, you get to reset and clear the mind and go back out with a new task.
End of the set here. The Heat will see if there's any sneaky opportunities to try and close out with the touchdown, but not quite. The Strikers now going to look to ruck, and hopefully they can clean this one up. That's been a little bit patchy in this part of the field for them.
Yeah, definitely. There's some good physicality out there. Nothing over the top, I might add, but definitely, you know, the defenders trying to win the space between. Oh, look at Porton. He's just, you know, he's looking really, really good on the back end of sets.
Yeah, the 7-metre distance is a real godsend, you could say, for a player like him. He just has extra time and extra space to be able to move the ball. But the referees are calling a play on there. Well, it's getting a little bit messy. I think we might have a penalty here for the retiring player. So an offside call. And the 07 Heat will just look to regroup and go forward from here.
Oh, there's some great banter. I can hear the banter from the box. It's excellent. But yeah, obviously Razor, you know, he caught a no touch and didn't quite get the call. But here we go, tuck play in behind. Hoyata over to Ollie Foot. Nice little tap on. And Strikers get the ball back. Plenty to go in this one. 12 minutes 30 left. If you've just tuned into the live stream, this is the PTL 2020 coming from Te Tunga o Tāmaki, Bruce Pullman Park. It is the Northern Strikers trailing the 07 Heat from the Waikato. 6-8 on the ball. Boston Kake coming through. There's this nice little combo, and here goes Hori George, just looking for a little, nice right over the top.
But
look at Razor.
How good.
The birthday boy. He got a. I'm sure he got a hat trick in the first half in the last game.
Yeah, I mean, we're not keeping complete tabs. I bet he knows how many tries he's scored, though.
Awesome.
And let's have a look again at this replay. We can just see after this plant here, which is a great platform to work off, a left foot step off, and then bang. Ball from a left to right into the hands of Reihana. What an outstanding try. The Northern Strikers only down by 1 now. They're crawling back.
And I'm not going to attempt to pronounce the name, but you pronounced it quite well. And George...
Oh, D'Urban Burgess.
Excellent, thank you. It's always, as we know, to pronounce people's names correctly. And what a beautiful left to right pass from George.
Absolutely. We might have to ask about the whakapapa behind his name. It'd be interesting to see. You know, we've got players that come from all over the world play our great sport.
Yeah, all the beautiful colours in the Pacific throughout the globe. Here we go, E4 Jones. Oh yeah, you got to watch out, man, for E4 when he teases you really well, and he's got great agility. But here we go, look at huge meters, Carson Heppy. And here we go, Toby. Here comes the transition team, and they'll just ruck up. And if they could set a platform here, you know, quite deep, there's Jackson. Good rhythm again. Just trying to get the right target. It's a great touch from Jordan Tuakana Hudson.
And only touch 4 there. They've still got 1 in hand. But they pushed it a little bit too quickly. I think that they might have wanted a different end to that set. But hey, at the right end of the field.
Yeah, definitely. I think just kept a real tight gap between those middles. But another set completed. Jordan Tuakana Hudson getting some nice big yards. And look at this combination. Here goes Efion, Shan Tomiri. It's a nice little pod they got going on here.
Let's see what they can make of this end of the set. We've got Tiwi Davies on the ball now, off a little right foot step, trying to team up with his teammates. Where are they? He's run out of room, but unfortunately the ball couldn't get to hand. It looks like we're going to have the referees just congregate for a bit of a kōrero. I think there might be a situation with holding that prevented a Northern Strikers player from being able to collect the ball. So let's see what they come up with. I think it might end up being a penalty towards the 07 Heat. Yes, that's all we've got.
They had quite a big hui there on the sideline. Just make sure that they got it correct. It's a tough one, when you've got a player in there trying to mirror up. But here we go, no on the ball with Taha.
Oh, there's space there. Oh, that's class. Oh, no. They've gone for the touch first, but he's asking questions. There's space around that middle there.
Yeah, these two got game for days. Tiwi on the ball now. Oh, Hoyata Maxwell Blake over the top.
Oh, there it is.
And Hoyata Maxwell Blake.
Putting on a bit of a clinic today, our mate Hoyata Maxwell Blake. Let's have another look at the replay.
He may not have the mic, but he's singing a beautiful tune with the ball there, I must say. And that's not an easy one to hit that chopper run, so they definitely made the most of that penalty.
Especially,
and
yeah.
They're going at it.
Yeah, especially with the wind today. You can see the flags in the background going Hundi. The 07 Heat extend their lead through the try through Te Amo Wilbur.
Going Hundi.
Going Hundi. You know that word?
Nice. I didn't know the refs used that one, going Hundi. Nice, here we go again. Seeing who's on the ball. Toby. Danyon. Ooh.
There's some slippery divers out there, eh? Just some real slippery divers that you don't know if they're going to dive. You think he's going to pass off to Toby when they had their wrap going, but nope, he went for it himself. They got the penalty, so 6 more touches in hand for the strikers.
Yep, definitely some slippery characters out there. Here we go, Mace Parsons.
Oh, there we go.
And you know, Boston is just like his brother Eldon, who's just like their dad. That's a Bruce Kake special,
That's
that
a
one.
Kake special. Let's have a look at this one.
It's been passed down the whānau tree, this play. So they'll get the ball, come through, and they're just going to send it straight out to Boston. It's the old 32 here. He'll do a little follow and then whack off his left foot. See ya, and it's all over. And that's yeah, man. That's when you've been around a little while. You see that. You know, it's one of those moves in his toolkit.
Yeah, go and give that one a love heart on Instagram later, whānau. As we get back into our game, we're only down by 1 now, the Northern Strikers. It's still anyone's game, 7.5 minutes to go. Effion Jones now asking questions of that right link.
Yes. Nice work. Oh, there's some good chat going on out there.
Oh yeah, they're still chatting.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, those wingers, they know, like I said before, because they've got the touchline ref and the wingers always working with them, I think they've got the best connection with the officials, the wingers.
Yeah, they are. And they're asking the question because they saw something that they reckon the referees didn't. But no, our referee's going, hang on, I'm going to ask the question because you've asked nicely. But no, we're going back. That was 4 touch and 5th now. And have we got a try? No, we've got another penalty.
Is that the second?
I think that's
okay.
The second one. Yeah.
Yep. So that is the second. Here we go, Tiwi. E4 Jones is off the ball. E4's got the ball now. Just trying to tease that. Ooh, play on.
Oh, play on.
What an
We've got an intercept. No one saw this coming.
Wow, look at it go.
Devontae Tiake Tippett. Is he about to even the game up? I think he is. Outstanding. That's some skill there you don't see every day.
No. Just trying to tease the defender here.
Yeah. Gets the arm out in the passing lane. Bang. Catches it cleanly. And he's gone for all money. Usain Bolt down the sideline. 9 tries each. We've got a game on our hands, whānau. Don't go anywhere. Not very long to go. I think under 6 minutes now, or close to.
Devontae Tiake Tippett. Big play, big moment.
Off the 32 platform now. But unfortunately, they couldn't finish off the play.
And look at that transition. Mace Parsons, Toby's at half over to Danyon Putarangi Morgan coming through. They're just going to ruck up here again. Just need to be nice and direct. Mace again leading the team. Here comes Boston. Just need a nice pick for Porten. He's just trying to get that right player. Just needs to split to his right. He's going to come through. Hits the, beautiful end-to-end touch football.
Absolutely. From one end to the other, we're all spoiled for the entertainment that we've got here, and a big shout out to skysportnext for this live stream. We've still got 2 more games coming up later on, whānau, so don't go anywhere as the 07 Heat get back underway. Gonna ruck towards their sub box. They've done a bit of mahi already in the last 2 sets, so they'll look to get the fresh legs on, but it looks like it's a mistake. It might have been a forward pass from the ruck there that our referee has called.
Yep, good call there, and now we'll see the sequence play. They would have gone over a couple of moves coming into this game. Coaching staff would have got together and, you know, any turnover ball in the green zone. So Boston Kake again, really good agility, this boy. Just dragging over that right. Yeah, that was an interesting plant, but definitely didn't bobble the ball, but here we go again. Looks like George is going to get the ball. A little outplay. Good defence, great defence there by Tiwi Davis.
Yeah, we've got a penalty again on the line. This is the first one, let's just to clarify, but I think it was again the players on the outside maybe dropping a little bit early, so the Northern Strikers in a good position here to really put more pressure on the 07 Heat.
Once again, George Parsons on the ball, just trying to hit the outrunner.
Oh, it looks like they might be in. No, I think the referees are going to give it, and it's a great try to Jackson Ephraim's from the Northern Strikers. They take the lead, 10 points to 9. Let's have another look at it.
Yeah, we obviously get the luxury of the replay. Just kicks over here, Mace gets the ball and goes straight out ball to the link. Just checks it off, and gee, and Touchy was right there, and got that ball down really, really quick. Really like the look at Jackson. I think he's a great young prospect moving forward.
Everything about that play, from the plant to the pass from Mace to onto the link, everything executed beautifully. 07 Heat now under a bit of pressure. Can they strike back? Options
they've
here.
been in this position many a times, and you know, in touch 3 minutes, it's plenty of time. They got some nice composure out there, and they'll just go back to their sequence. Just feeding Efion. That's the one, just trying to bake that defence.
Toby doing some big mahi here, making a lot of the touches in the middle.
Yeah, just want to balance this attack and make sure that they ride what we call on the 50, right in the middle of the field. Got to be strong on those plants.
And an intercept there. We're coming back in for a 0 touch, that's correct. Toby Snellgrove now, he's been busy on this field as they ruck towards their own sub box.
Look at these yards, touch 3 and they're over halfway. On comes Carson, and this is where they need to really engage the right defender. This is where Portini's got to lead his defender. Come through, and he's going back, goes into the in goal, finds the winger. Oh,
outstanding skill from one end to the other. In Portini Paiwai finds, was that Reihana on the receiving end? We'll have another look at it, but let's look at the work done in the prelude to all of this. Outstanding step. We had a couple of players slip over, unfortunately, for the Heat, but bang, yep, they connect with Reihana in the corner. He has time to have a cup of tea and catch his breath before putting the ball down, and the Strikers extend their lead now. I believe it's 11 points to 9.
Taha on the ball, there goes Noah, and we've got Amo, little fake play.
Yes, we've seen this tactic applied a little bit. When you're up by 2, just taking it casually. You want to wear the clock out.
Yeah, Noah gets the ball back again, Taha. It's going to go through that.
Oh, that's an unfortunate end to that set, and it might come back to bite the 07 Heat as the Strikers ruck back downfield. This has been a strong part of their game today. I'm feeling really impressed with the way that they've gone forward.
Yeah, well, they've hung in there. Probably percentages will come down to completion rate, and I think the team that's exited off their scoreline. Look at Toby, look at the speed.
Beautiful.
Daniel going through the hands. Oh, a little late cut by Razor. Good defence there.
Good defence, and equally met by that awesome attack. 07 Heat and a little bit in sorts, you could say. Not rucking as strong as the Strikers were in this half anyway, so only a minute left. They really want to try and score on this play to try and even it up. Counts 4, only 2 left to go. Can they get a good platform here? There's some space on this left side if Efel can link up with some players. But there he is again. Toby Snellgrove's done a mountain of work defensively today, and I think he'd be pretty happy. I'm sure the coach would be too.
Yeah, and just seeing it did look like the defender was offside, and Efel might have been a play-on rule.
Yeah, could have been, but the Strikers now safely with ball in hand going forward. Only 25 seconds left on the clock. I think they'll be happy with the performance this afternoon, and going into another tough day tomorrow where they've got 2 more tough games in hand, so they'll look to finish strong here.
Yeah, totally. I mean, you know, it's not how you start the race, it's how you finish it. And they've definitely got the experience with positive energy around this group of the 07 Heat. Like I say, you know, it's only day 3 of, it's the first day of round 2.
Yeah.
So another big day tomorrow. But give credit where credit's due, and the Strikers come away with the win on this one, 11-9.
Absolutely, a big comeback win from the Northern Strikers. Congratulations to them. 07 Heat will look to gather themselves and come back strong tomorrow. We'll be back later on with some more PTL action very shortly.
This one, another men's game between